my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, ready! 70, Indy! Come on, now, come on, now!
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, exit.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
Now.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
What we got?
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Christian Wilkins with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Marr able to put this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Yo, 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 go, go! Hey, Echo! 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And he's going to go down again.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12. And the Packer first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down. Fields setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On first and 10, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
On third down, Fields. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Check 26, check 26, check. Check hot route, hot. Begin. Check, crunch. General West, crunch.
On first down, Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, I'm coming. He's coming. Double up. He's X3, 218, chop it. Hey, orbit, go. Banjo. On the ball, get it.
2nd and 6. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hey! Bravo!
To throw on third down, Lawrence. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready? Right. Max 5-4. Time to go.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 4th and inches in plus territory, that seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Set, ready. Go to base. 54. Mike, 54. I'm here all day.
On 1st down, Fields. And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down, Fields. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. To throw again, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54, all day, all day. Shoot. Switch it, shoot.
Off the play fake. Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there. 54.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Check 13, check 13, check 3, check 3.
Here's Taylor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down. Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And some room to run now. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a 1st down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
2 times.
This is Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 6 yards. Let's go, D.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Marr is good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They threw an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
On the ball, get it.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's stop. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Motion alpha.
51, Mike, 51. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And it's caught by Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, wahoo!
41's the Mike.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Fresno. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Tighten up.
The give to Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he finds Parker here, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Throwing again. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's 4th down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Watch tight end. Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go. QB draw. Watch QB draw. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57.
Operating from the gun. Fields steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yep. Watch the slant.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Number 32,
60 outlaw.
28-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, exit. 41. We got to wedge that. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that. Yes. 41's coming. 41's the mic. It's a party now. Hey, Echo. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit. to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Orbit! Now!
On 4th down, Lawrence. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Parker unable to get that one.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the right side with Jones. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Let's go! First down, Green Bay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw